some way make you sour. Adios, Maria, I'll meet you in paradise. Run my hands through your hair at the break of sunrise. Adios, Maria, I'll meet you in paradise. If the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. New Orleans town, on my way up to Austin. Dominoes was my game till the day that I lost them. It's a short road here, it goes a lot longer. North to south, it's the same. Hot water will drown you. Adios, Maria, I'll meet you in paradise. Run my hands through your hair at the break of sunrise. Adios, Maria, I'll meet you in paradise. If the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. There's a man that I know, hill country of Texas. His name is Ulysses, and he's grown to respect us. He lives his life so all men can see it. It's such a broken heart and worried mind that bring you to fear it. Adios, Maria, I'll meet you in paradise. Run my hands through your hair at the break of sunrise. Adios, Maria, I'll meet you in paradise. If the good Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Get a little more vocal. Thank you so much.
Let's do Blue Railroad Train. Here's a old brother song. Delmore Brothers wrote it.
Going down the railroad track makes me feel so doggone blue to listen to that old smokestack. Come back again, let me hear the whistle blow. You're taking the sun, leaving the rain, and I hate to see you go. Leave me far behind. Give me back the good old days, let me ramble down the line. Blue railroad train, leaving me here alone. You treat me good, you treat me bad, you make me think of home. miles where I am to the only one for me. It's lonely here, wait for the manifest. I hope that engineer is kind enough to let me be his guest. I'm not as bad as you might think I am. A hobo here, a hobo there, travel these states around. Blue railroad train, a good old pal to me. You take me where I want to go, and my transportation's free.
Thanks, guys. That was great. So maybe we could just start off by talking about where you guys are from, and just a little bit about that. You might tell me that.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Are there really people from there? Here?
Nice.
Yeah? Wow. Wow. Long ways away.
Anybody from Northeast Minneapolis? No. Okay.
All right. Now we know who's lying. No.
What's the scene like in Minneapolis, Minnesota?
Tell me about the scene.
The scene. There's a lot of live music. I'd say for the size of town it is, it's got a lot of good music venues. I don't know. I mean, there's a strong old time like bluegrass and old time kind of thing going on. A lot of rock bands. A little bit of everything.
What's the scene for you guys for the music that you're doing? Is there like a larger scene that you guys are working with and being part of, or is country music have like a really strong foothold in Minneapolis, or are you guys giving it that foothold?
There's some string band kind of stuff and old time and bluegrass bands, and they're a pretty tight community, but we can fit in with them a little bit, but we also do our own thing. So we can go play at the bar after we play a picnic.
Yeah. It's a good setup. Where you guys are doing a residency too, I heard. Where you guys play regularly over there?
We're at the Turf Club in St. Paul. Wow.
It's a well-known
But sometimes
venue
we play at Lee's Liquor Lounge.
with Dale Watson. And MC Hammer.
And Tiny Tim, actually. He used to have a residency in Minneapolis.
The Bad Plus, yeah.
Prince. What about Garrison Keillor? Is he out around your way?
He ignores us. We got on his show one time.
He's not as cool as Prince, but I mean, he's there.
Yeah, one time I ran into Garrison Keillor and Prince at the grocery store.
Let's hear more about that story.
They were talking very softly.
You guys have a new album out that's from your residency at that place, right?
It's from.
Tell me about it.
Well, we played there for over a year and a half, and we just would play the whole night. We played 3 sets and drank as much free beer as we wanted. So after doing that for a year and a half, we thought, well, we'll record an album to celebrate the end. So that's what we did.
Sounds kind of depressing, but it's not a depressing album.
It isn't? Did you hear it?
I just bought it. I haven't listened to it.
I could tell you hadn't listened to it.
No, they had an air conditioner. They had an air conditioner. They had an air conditioner in the bar, and it was about this temperature outside the day we recorded the record. It was only about a month ago, and so since the air conditioner is right by the stage, we asked for them to turn it off, so it wouldn't get into the microphones and make our stage louder. And it ended up being like 200 people in there and really, really hot. And we just left it off, so it was a fun night.
The instruments stayed in tune, though.
Yeah.
Can we hear some of the depressing music off your depressing album?
Yeah. impression.
Yeah. Maybe we should do the Buffalo song.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna ramp it up a little bit here. One, two, three.
When the river rises o'er her bank, better make your home in a higher place. For if you stay down by the sand, you'll be washed away to another land. And when the mountains swim the sea, look around, you won't find me. In the end, what's done is done. If you hear it coming, you won't have to run. You got to change your ways or die. If you listen now, I'll tell you why. The buffalo was here to stay. Till a fool with a gun came and took him away. If you go too far, you can't come back. When the river changes, so does the bank. You got to change your ways to die. If you listen now, I'll tell you why. Hey, a lover's life is like a dream. Sycamore trees, peaches and cream. And if I could show you what I see, you'd take a chance, run away with me. A sip of whiskey gets your toes wet. If you dive too deep, you'll get caught in a net. Love and the fire burn to the coal, I thought as I walked by the corner store. You got to change your ways or die. If you listen now, I'll tell you why. A careless deed is a reckless thing. I'm sure you know what I mean. But if you travel light as you travel on, you step right as you walk along. You got to change your ways or die. If you listen now, I'll tell you
Thanks. That's a new song, man.
I'm a happy man on a gloomy day. You can't tell the clouds not to act that way. I'm a happy man on a gloomy day. I wait patiently for things to come my way. I've seen pretty gals dancing on the floor, maybe 2 or 3, sometimes even more. When they pass my way, they stop and stay. I'm a happy man on a gloomy day. It's hot out in Portland, hotter than a stick. Hasn't rained for months, I don't know when. When the clouds roll in, they're gonna stop and say, I'm a happy man on a gloomy day. You're peeking through my window, underneath my door. 2 hands on the welcome mat, 2 knees on the floor. When it rains on you, you'll have to go away. I'm a happy man on a gloomy day.
That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. Maybe you could take a second and introduce who's in the band so we get to know you and we can welcome each person to the stage.
Yeah.
There's Randy Broughton over here. He was here last year with us. You might remember him. He's a good traveler. We like traveling with Randy. This is Jed Germond on the fiddle. He put new spark plugs in the van on this trip, so he's very talented. He can fix our guitars if he needs to. This is Andy back here. Andy Carroll.
And that's Paige, my big brother.
That's Jack.
And I'm Jack.
Did you guys say you were van traveling out here?
Oh, yeah.
So, what would be your top tips for how to survive a van travel all the way from Minnesota to Portland?
Get a van you can stand up in.
That's a good tip.
Any more questions?
And
bring a good mattress.
Okay, all right.
Pro tip number 35.
Pro tip number 30.
We heard the tip that you can buy some cots from Walmart and then use them, then return them. That's if you're really in a jam.
You stick it to the man. So you guys, Jack and Paige, you guys are brothers. Have you guys always been playing music together, or is this like a relative recent development in your lives? What's the background of that?
Yeah, we've been playing together, just really like playing shows together maybe 3-4 years. And we were not in a family band together before that, but we had a lot of similar interests in music, so then when we did start playing together, it was pretty quick. Started liking each other's songs and singing along.
We didn't work much, and we had a nice back porch.
Did you guys have the same similar influences in music? Obviously, you're drawing from the country and western canon for an old time for your music. Did you have similar tastes, or was one of you really into ABBA at one point? Prince and Garrison Keillor together.
We'll talk about that later.
Can you cover any ABBA covers today?
No, we can do an ELO song if anybody. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
It's a living thing.
So what's the deal with brother duets? Brother duets are a really big part of country and western music. You know, like Stanley Brothers, Monroe Brothers. Well, that's bluegrass, but Delmore Brothers, Everly Brothers, Blue Sky Boys. Do you guys have to draw a lot of inspiration from other brother duets who have come before?
We like them. We like all those groups a lot, but we don't really study.
Is that the key to the blend? I mean, as you mentioned, is that the key to the blend? This genetic pairing, superhuman genetic.
I wouldn't
pairing?
go that far.
I don't know if you're a geneticist in your spare time.
I think it's time spent. I mean, any two people that sing for years together and jump over the same. I mean, it's just like any work you do with anybody. It takes time of doing it together. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Similar instincts, though, make it a lot easier. I think it would.
Yeah.
It's just easier. That's why it's just like when you see all those brother businesses, too.
Yeah.
You know?
They take care of business.
Yeah. It's easier to work with your brother until it gets really awful, and then it's over.
That's right.
But is it easier to work with your brother? You know, most of these brother businesses, they have an office, and they come visit in the office, and they go home to separate houses.
Right.
You guys are in a van for like 12 hours. I mean, how does the brother relationship shaping up over the course of a cross-country tour?
We
Not to get personal.
We don't tour very much, so we'll
that the
see how
secret?
that goes. If we start touring half the year, I'm sure that would take it to a new level.
We got in an argument about doing workshops. I said, no, I don't like them. And he was like, I want to do one. And
Who was
I said,
for
"Well, I don't
or
wanna talk
against?
in
I want
front
to know
of
who's
people."
for or against.
What's that?
Who was for or against? I'm taking notes on that.
Well, as long as we don't have to teach anything, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I can joke around all day.
You guys want to do a song together? A beautiful brother duet?
Let me think
Just
now.
the two of you?
Oh, we could do that Kentucky one. Yeah, we could do that. Or do you have another one? We could do You're Running Wild.
That's a nice show. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's try that. We'll try a Louvin Brothers one.
Yeah.
What key is it?
Yo. Okay, see, this is how we.
All right.
You're running wild. How long can this go on? You're leaving me alone and running wild. You're always gone. My love you never share. It's more than I can bear. You're running wild. You'll settle down someday and find I've gone away. You'll think of what you've done while running wild. I can't go on. You'll have to choose a way. You'll have to go or stay. You're the queen of them all. That's what makes it an easy fall when you call me with your charm. You're the end of my scheme. You're my best fitting pair of jeans. I could dream I'm awake in your arms. And love is a wild, wild thing. Love, love makes me want to sing a song for you. You're a bright shining star. When I look at you from afar, there's only fire and I can't help but stare. You're the queen of them all. That's what makes it an easy fall, an easy fall when you're laying right there. And love is a wild, wild thing. Love, love makes me want to sing a song for you. And love is a wild, wild thing. Love, love makes me want to sing a song for you.
Thanks.
So who wrote that last one? You said it was a new song.
I wrote that one.
Do you guys both write, or who's the primary writer?
I write mostly
Okay.
because I stay up later without sleeping. Cigarette in my hand.
Is that the songwriting process to wait for the inspiration to strike?
Yeah, I don't intentionally write. I don't set out to make something.
How does it come to you? Is it like a word or a phrase?
I'll just pick up things all day long and bring them all back home and to the brain and let them dance around for a while and something pops up. Like, here's a line I've never made a song out of, but your hair was short last time I saw you. Honey, has it been that long? And let it roll down a hill until it collects enough mass to be a song.
Do you have a lot of these fragments floating around? You don't write them down?
Very
you just-
fragmented.
Yeah, he writes them down. I've seen him write them down.
He does write them down. Okay. And who writes the melodies then? You write them as well? Mm-hmm. What do you...
He also writes songs. He's got a couple.
What's your songwriting
I'm an
process?
improver. I just help people with their songs. It's a good idea, but you could just do a few tips from me, and then it would, be a hit.
You're an idea man, yeah.
Who gave you guys a guitar when you were little?
Huh?
Did somebody give you a guitar when you were little?
I got a bass guitar when I was little. Yeah, I got a bass guitar from a parent. The little classical guitar that I used to keep in my bedroom because I thought it looked so cool. And I could do this on it. It disappeared one day. And for Christmas, we normally didn't get very big gifts, and I didn't get one gift the whole Christmas day. And then they said, "Close your eyes," and they gave me a bass. They said, open your eyes," and I'm holding a bass guitar. I said, "What is this?" I said, "It's a bass. There's not enough good bass players." So I learned that for a while. That was my first instrument. Yeah.
Are there other questions? I don't have to be the only one asking questions. Raise your hand if you have a question. Open up to the audience.
Geminis. You don't want to know?
We're Geminis.
Those are after the interview questions.
Yeah. Right.
Those are backstage questions.
It's a sad day to you.
Yeah, I mean, my dad came from a family where they had a lot of church and singing going on. So, like, my grandpa was in a gospel quartet and things like that. But, yeah, no one really did this kind of music. So we had I think that me and Jack just heard this, folk music like Lead Belly and Woody Guthrie and guys like Bob Dylan who would point the way to other blues and all that stuff. And I found out I didn't have to listen to the radio anymore. There's all sorts of good music out there that I liked a lot more. Yeah. It's true.
What was the question?
Our name. I don't know.
I liked it because somehow you could tell that we weren't. If it's the Cactus Blossoms, it's like a sentence. Blossoms is a verb, guys.
Mind blown.
See? The cactus blossoms. So can you.
It's like a haiku.
Yeah. It's a Zen meditation right there.
Cohen. Another question, folks? We could ask for another song.
We do Coldfoot. Sure. Yeah. We'll do a song. I've only written a few songs in the band, but here's one of them. Called The Coldfoot Boogie. It's about getting married in Minnesota. Or not getting married. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Way up in Alaska, 40 below. Gotta move the way of the Eskimo. They do the Coldfoot Boogie when the sun goes down. They do the Coldfoot Boogie, the only dance in town. The ice all melts when the music plays. I grab my gal and we join the breeze. We do the Coldfoot Boogie till we're nice and warm. That Coldfoot Boogie never did nobody harm. foot of snow. I did the cold foot boogie on the way to Mexico.
Here's a song of ours. It's about kissing. It's not about cars.
1, 2, 3, you'll get now. Stop like kisses, what I want from you. Stop like kisses, all I wanna do. When I pull to the crosswalk, he's on small talk, and know what's on my mind. I loosened up the seatbelt, made it really heartfelt, kissing time to the don't walk sign. Stop like kisses, telling you it's true. Stop like kisses, you drive away my blues. The sky got dark and I got late, and I can't see straight. I'm moving slow when the light turns green. Prettiest eyes I've ever seen. Oh, stop like kisses, telling you it's true. Stop like kisses, they drive away my blues. Stop like kisses, will give to you. Stop like kisses, all I wanna do. When I pull to a side street, I can feel your heartbeat. You're so close to me. The rhythm of the traffic sounds like a magic, and we can make a melody. Stop like kisses, telling you it's true. Stop like kisses, you drive away my blues. Well, stop like kisses, you drive away my blues.
So both those songs were off your first album, is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's your self-titled debut. What were some of the influences behind that album that went into the music? What were you really listening to and excited about when you were creating that album?
Well, for that song I wrote, Cold Foot Boogie, that was from having a Louis Jordan tape cassette in my truck for a year. And then I actually heard a story on the radio about Coldfoot, Alaska. And I was engaged to be married at the time, and it was like, just all these different things just happened at the same time. Yeah. So that's how I write songs, and influences just by random elements coming together.
And where did Stop Like Kisses come from?
I was sitting at a stoplight. I got an idea. And I went home and wrote it down, and it all popped out. Yeah.
Thought that would go somewhere else.
Nope. Just at a stoplight by myself.
Well, we have a little bit of time left. Who else has any questions? We'll get them to do one more song for sure, but there's definitely a little bit of time for a question or two. So raise your hand if you got a question. I got extra questions. I'm not sure if they have extra answers. We'll see. What questions you guys got?
So, like some of these breakup songs, do you get weepy when you play them? 'Cause I do.
No, I don't. They're like medicine for me, where they make me feel better.
Yeah, sitting next to you makes me feel better.
Right.
Do you guys play a lot for dances? I was going to ask that.
Yeah, we do some, not very. We don't dance ourselves that much, so we're not really the best consistent dance band you could have, but we love when people dance. We play some dance songs, and people definitely dance at our regular gigs, so that's fun.
You guys want some more music? Yeah?
What made you leave me? I can't explain. My world grew dark and full of pain. I learned the hard way, but now I'm okay. And today sad day to be you. Today is a sad day to be you. I'm not sorry that we're through. You broke my heart, dear. Now we're apart. And today is a sad day to be you. I found a new friend since we're apart. Baby, she treat me good right from the start. I loved you only, but now you're lonely. And today is a sad day to be you. Today is a sad day to be you. I'm not sorry that we're through. You broke my heart, dear. Now we're apart, dear. And today is a sad day to be you. Today is a sad day to be you. One, two, three. Goodbye. Sure is good to know you. I'm so thankful for you. That's how I'll always feel. I'm gone, but not forgotten. Trouble, sure I've got 'em, but I won't miss my next meal. 'Cause I've seen a place not far from here where diamonds light up the sky. I've waltzed with my lover, rolled in the clover, heard the whippoorwill cry. I'm gone, but not forgotten. Trouble, sure I've got 'em, but I won't miss my next meal. Diamonds light up the sky. I've waltzed with my lover, rolled in the clover, heard the whippoorwill cry. I'm gone, but not forgotten. Trouble, sure I've got 'em, but I won't miss my next meal. Goodbye, sure is good to know you. I'm so thankful for you. That's how I always feel.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear it for the Cactus Blossoms, all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota.